Japanese businessman said, because New York is the only city in the world where, when I walk down the street, people come up to me and ask for directions. It's the United Nations in New York. We still are that draw. Story I love to tell, and I gotta tell it now. Whenever I'm back in my hometown, New York, I love to walk up one of the great avenues, Park Madison 5th, look at the shops, see all the people going by. And I always stop at one of the cross streets to order a hot dog from the peddler. These New York hot dogs are special. Woo! Dirty water dogs. And the only way to have a New York dirty water dog is to make sure you have the mustard and the red onion relish that you can only get in New York. And I did it even when I was Secretary of State. I would come out of the Waldorf Astoria, I would start walking up Park Avenue, I'd have 5 bodyguards around me, there'd be 3 New York City police cars rolling along slowly to make sure nobody whacked me. Then I would go up and order my hot dog, and the peddler, the immigrant peddler at the hot dog stand would look at the police card, and he would look at all of my bodyguards and say, I've got a green card, I've got a green card. It's okay, it's okay. But now there's nobody with me, I'm all alone. So I'll come out of a hotel somewhere and I'll start walking up Park Avenue. I'll order my hot dog from a guy, and he'll start to fix it. I'm all alone standing there. And as he's finishing it and handing it to me, he will say something like, I see you on television a lot. I know who you are. You're General Powell. Yes. Oh. And then he'll hand me the hot dog. And then I'll hand him the money. And he'll say, no, you can't pay me. You know why you can't pay me? I've already been paid. America has already paid me. I'm here.
Now I can see why so many people get Colin Powell.
That feeling of goodwill toward America is still out there, waiting for a new administration to come in and tap it, and we can get back up. Thank you. Thank you.
First, I'd like to thank you for your service to our country and welcome you to Washington once again.
Welcome me to Washington. Where'd I come from? What do you do?
I'm also a student. I'm from the city of Plattsburgh in the great state of New York.
Yes.
My name is Nicole Roberts.
Where are you planning to go to college?
Plattsburgh State.
Plattsburgh State? Okay.
What advice would you give President-elect Obama to restore the war-torn areas of the Middle East, specifically around Afghanistan?
I think Iraq is coming along. As long as the leadership in Iraq, the Iraqi leadership, can put together a government that reflects all parts of Iraq, Kurds, Sunni, Shia, and others, and eliminate the last vestiges of bombings and terrorism. And that will happen if they put together a government that reflects all the people. Their oil revenue and the sophisticated middle-class population that exists in Iraq used to be one of the richest countries in the Middle East. But their oil revenue and a sophisticated population should be able to start rebuilding in Iraq. And Iraq is not as devastated as, say, Afghanistan. Afghanistan starts from a much lower base. Tribal country, basically agriculture dependent on dikes and water, and that was all destroyed. So there's a much further road to travel in Afghanistan. America has to stay involved in Iraq, but draw down our troops slowly and with deliberation. But the Iraqis, over time, should have the resources to rebuild their country. The international community, the United States, NATO, and others, have a much bigger chore in Afghanistan. First, to end the fighting, but then we need a government that's not corrupt. We need to get rid of the drug trade that is going to destroy the country. We've got to do something about the neighboring country of Pakistan and the fact that bad guys can come across that border all the time. So a much more challenging thing, not just for reconstruction, but stabilizing the country and the society in the first place. The big challenge on stabilization and reconstruction is what we do to create a Palestinian state. The Palestinian people deserve their own state. And the sooner we realize that and get to it, the better.